its creator now undoubtedly knows its seal has been up. With snow underfoot and danger looming, the group now presses forward, determined to uncover the truth, confront the shadowy figures, and possibly discover what fate the deck of many things has in store for them. As we left off, you find yourselves once again outside on the mountainside, Wizard's Tower behind you. It is about midday. It's cold. The clouds are covering pretty much all the sky, although little gaps of blue sky are peeking through. What would you like to do?
Are we on the cart again?
You've reconnected with your cart and your chocobo.
Yes.
Right, and then we went to bed for the night after doing our whole, campfire and alarm business, right?
Did we leave off at nighttime? Okay, I cannot recall that myself, so we'll say, yeah, this is now, instead of midday, this is actually early morning.
I
You
think we
just
ended on long rest, right?
I
settle
think
down.
we did. It says, yeah, the party finds shelter and stay the night to rest and recover. The party now heading towards Herdolgus. So I take from that we've long rested.
You are all fully rested, yes. The fresh new morning air has woken you all. As I say, the cloud is still very overcast, with a few spots of blue sky peeking through, and it's a very crisp morning.
Right. Shall we get a move on? We want to catch up to these delinquents.
Right. Let's pack up and go. North, that is.
I'd love to do my spells in the morning, but my character sheet's not loaded, so...
Character sheet?
my spell book.
Oh, you mean your diary?
Yes! Yeah, it's been really weird at the moment.
Roman's probably just up the side of the room, just running a whetstone along the side of Astrophol, just to keep it sharp.
There we go. How far are we from Herdolgus?
You reach into your pack and pull out your map.
Yeah, get Tarvis's map out.
I remember if I put actual measurements of this. Oh, you're only 14 foot away.
So, it's,
You're
is it
probably,
Sordan Tower we're just leaving, isn't it?
you're in Sordan Tower, the Wizard's Tower. Probably got another day or two to get there. I think it took you about a day to get from the South Grey Watch.
Yeah, probably.
Just off the top of my head at the moment. Yeah, okay, so you have roughly about a day, maybe more, to get.
So, travel day. What spells? Right, shall we get moving? And I'll just do this in the cart.
Yes.
So you gather your things, load up the cart, and set back out onto the path. You continue on for a short way, and the clouds continue to build up, and eventually a little flurry of snow starts to fall, flakes being whipped up in the wind. start to move on, cresting various different little peaks and continuing along the path, the well-established path which is built in to the mountainside. Maybe about an hour or two later, it is about mid-morning. You get to a stretch of road, and roll me a perception check.
All of us.
Yes.
I'm gonna just major on myself off the bat, by the way, just for the day.
Okay. Cast Mage Armor. So, as the cart trundles on, Hezekiah, you suddenly prick up your ears for a moment. You swear you just heard something. You just hold your hands up to hush everyone for a moment. You listen. A few moments pass, and you hear it again. Sounds like a slight cry almost on the wind. It sounds like a little bit away from you, however, off the road.
Does it sound like a person crying, or?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
It's definitely
Can I tell?
unusual. It's unusual to the other noises which you've been listening to throughout your journey so far today.
Can I tell which side of the road it's coming from?
It's coming from your left-hand side, so it's up rather than drop.
All right. I tell everyone that I just heard an unfamiliar sounding cry. I can't tell what it or who it might be coming from, but it came from that way, off the road. And I asked them if they think we should check it out.
You think someone's crying?
That sounds ominous.
I can't say it. It sounded...
Let me... Oh, it's not Jasper. Right, sorry.
No, he's still with us. Hasn't woken up yet.
No, but he does snore like a warthog.
I can't help but wondering. I have to admit, part of it is just curiosity. Part of it is I do wonder if it might be a victim of the scum whom we are chasing, and who they left by the side of the road. But
Do we just shout out? You know, if they're in danger or need help, you know, it's good to let them know that we're here. I think anything.
If someone is in pain, we have a responsibility to go help, right?
yes,
But
and
this
the
journey
way
is
that
already
crying,
fraught with danger, so we should be on our guard.
indeed, because we cannot necessarily know that the cry is not from something more sinister. So we should very much be on our guard in every sense of the word.
If it was something trying to kill us, though, that knew of our location already, then
I think.
Yes.
Have we stopped the cart at this point, do you think?
I think I was
if
just
not-
talking while we were moving on.
Not the
How far
cart.
away would you say the sound is, Woody?
It seems slightly distant. It seems, from what Hezekiah could gauge, not immediately close to the road, a little way off.
What if this is a trap? What if it's bandits?
Indeed, it very
making
much
noises
might
for
be a
stuff?
trap. And
Well,
what I fear is that not so much that it is a trap into which we would go, whereas it would otherwise leave us alone, but that if we leave this behind us, it might be something that could come after us. So we should clear
Or
the
if
road.
it
even though
is
it's not
something
on our-
dangerous,
At the
someone
very
following
least,
us might
should
fall
investigate.
into it, right?
Yes, that too.
We have a responsibility. Right,
I
I'll
agree.
cry out, hello! Are you okay?
No, Lachlan, that I don't think is the right way of going about this. That cry
It's too
carried a great
late.
distance. That cry carried a great distance. I think it's one where us shouting won't necessarily be won't be helpful. Let us disembark, safely keep our cart, and then
Too late.
move towards the sound.
It's too late.
Well, yeah, it's too late for you to have cried out once, but it's not too late for you to stop doing that and then do the thing I said.
Well, I just, I feel like if they reply, if we listen, instead of yapping, we might hear something.
All right, let's all listen while doing the thing I said.
Is there a response on the wind?
Give me a perception check. You put your hand to your good ear and cup it, and you listen. Nothing comes back. Just the wind blowing through the sandy peaks. Not sandy,
Oh, I guess it's right then. I'll just carry on. How far do you think this noise was?
All we've got so far is some distance.
Right. That could be anywhere from a meter to a mile.
Look, we know which side of the road it is, so we go perpendicular to the road from that until we hear something, right? So we're constantly checking out for a cry in the wind or other intriguing noises.
Can I? I know Romok isn't feeling the most connected at the moment, but I still feel he'll kind of clutch his amulet. And can I use the kind of divine sense to detect any good or evil around?
Okay. You cast the divine sense, and immediately you pick up one very familiar, fiendish, evil presence.
I kind of cast my eyes up, just, hello, old friend. And I kind of, my eyes go up and then immediately fall to lock this time with the revelation that, obviously, he knows. And in a weird sense, still feels weird by the fiendish presence, having thought that it was following him, but he's almost kind of reassured, but also... yeah, it feels weird, but kind of reassuring that it's not him, reassuring that it's following Locke. Locke is strong, but also kind of fearful for what this means for Locke. Is there anything over and above that fiendish presence?
Within the 60 feet, nothing else.
Okay.
So what are you doing, guys? Are you going to
We're moving towards the sound at the side of the road after hitching our cart up to some trees or anything else with any cover.
There's not really any cover for the cart. It's kind of just a very sort of barren stretch. There's a few rocky outcroppings there. There's one space you can pull up slightly up ahead where there is a slight overhang of rock just over the top of the path. So that may give them a little bit of shelter from some of the wind and the falling snow, but not a great deal. It's largely open.
If it's that open, then maybe we should just stay in the cart, riding them towards the side where the cry came from.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you're going to continue the along the path for now.
Not the path, perpendicular to the path, right? Because the cry is off the path, right?
Okay. So you step down from the cart and you step over. There is a small little barrier, almost like a little step that you can go up. Just leads off the path. Path is well maintained. You step off and into the snow on the mountainside, but drops into the snow, just sinking in slightly. You can feel it's definitely a different surface now to the path which you were on, which was a lot more sturdy and secure. You start to make your way up a slight incline. You make your way up about another 40 foot, and you get to a almost like a little plateaued area. Looking around, there is more mountain all around your vista. There are more outcroppings of rock which are just jutting up out of the earth. There is a handful of trees here and there, but they are very barren and sparse and really not many to talk of at all. You hold for a moment and you listen, and after a little while, you hear another noise on the wind. There is definitely something making this noise, some sort of creature.
How far can we tell how far it is or not?
Now you're up here, it does seem a little bit closer. So you feel like it can't be vastly far away. It is now. You can roll a nature check if you want. See if you can
Nature.
nature,
Okay.
see creature or person. You're a little unsure, Hezekiah.
Got 22.
You, Locke, you managed to actually catch this noise properly in your ear. You've turned right into the sound on this, and it does sound like a voice, something in common. You're not quite sure exactly what it is, but there's definitely something.
Okay.
I think Roman will kind of walk alongside
I'll tell that to the
Hezekiah and
group.
Locke, hand on hilt. What do you hear?
Is someone talking? Maybe it's someone crying out for help, or maybe there's multiple people. I don't know.
Let's not just stand here, and Romok starts walking forward.
Okay, Jasper, mind the cart.
He's still asleep.
Well, he can do that asleep.
I'll give the cart a bit of a kick to try and rouse him.
Doesn't work.
Yes, actually, let's all kick him.
Kill him.
Oh no!
All right, Steve.
Oh no! I attacked recklessly.
Stays asleep nonetheless.
Just throw him out of the cart into the snow. That'll wake him up.
To be fair, my unarmed strike is quite meaty, so maybe I shouldn't kick him.
Would you like to have him come along with you? Or
We'll leave him at the car, I guess.
Leave him at the cart. You can look after the chocobo.
Yeah.
So you turn, you leave him there at the cart, and you head back up the hill, back to the slight plateau, and you listen to the voice on the wind again. Next time you hear it, you make yourselves head in that direction. It's not too long before you find yourselves on a edge of the mountain. There is quite a steep incline to your right, just over here, heading up, quite a drop off on your left over this side here. just in front of you, you can see looks like a small mini avalanche almost. Just ahead, there's a lot of loosely fallen snow that seems to have come from just up the path. So,
No. I'll kind of like speak out. If you can hear me, keep making the noise.
a little moment passes, and you hear the noise again, and it seems to be coming.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's over on the right somewhere.
Up.
Up on the right.
Now the mountainside here, the cliffside here, is fairly. You're looking probably about 60 foot till it gets to a little ledge just here.
Yeah, well, it's up there, so I don't know if we want to see if there's a way round or you just want to climb it.
Seems up we must go.
Climbing snow and ice up a path is one thing. Up a hillside, I'm reluctant. But then, if someone is in distress, like you say, we have a responsibility to look. I'll just step out. Which side was it coming from? Right or left?
To the right, it's in this direction.
To the right.
Should be able to see my marker on the map.
How steep is this, roughly?
So this is freshly fallen, like a mini avalanche, bunch of snow. Is about sort of 20 foot high from where you're standing up to here, and from here it's about 60 foot to the right. So all in all, from where you're standing right now, that ledge is up.
Well, at least we'll have some soft snow to fall back on if we lose our grip.
Indeed, but how packed is it? We don't want one of us taking a step and falling in. Hezekiah, you're relatively light-footed.
Yes, I'm willing to try first. Also, I would like to remind everyone I'm the only one of us who is able to fly, so I should always be the one taking these you might fall in type of adventures. Anyway, here I go.
All volunteered.
You start making your way through, and as soon as you start getting into that, you are finding your foot just dropping down for a significant amount of that snow. God. When you first go in, it's up to almost sort of halfway up your shin, bit forward a bit more, and at one point it goes up to your knee. But there's enough to walk it, at least. You wade through to a certain degree.
Right. Okay. How waterproof are my clothes? Like, I know I got a jacket and all that, but
You are wearing you're in.
because I was thinking, like just with the cantrip produce flame, I should be able to at least, turn some of this enough for a path into what might be a much worse situation, right? Because if it's water and we're not at all waterproof, then getting wet in these kinds of temperatures is a terrible idea. But maybe it just makes sense to kind of go through the snow rather than melting it.
You did buy specific winter wear. You have got fur-lined boots. You have also the kind which have got spikes on the bottom. I think all of you bought specifically weather-appropriate foot. So they're not going to be too bad. I think you wouldn't have to worry too much about the waterproofing on these.
Okay.
Feel pretty confident.
Okay. In that case, maybe I will just pull out the cantrip produce flame, right? Hold it in my hand and use it to maybe like melt more of a path through if I, because I don't want to end up like waist height another, 5 feet in.
Okay, so you get that going, and you start to make your way by melting away a little bit. It never now really gets sort of beyond sort of halfway up your shin at the moment.
Right. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I keep doing that until I'm up to the steep part. Now I guess I will have to use my hands, right, to climb as well?
It is all just bare rock, basically. So yeah, you're gonna have to find handholds and any little
Okay.
crevices. Yeah.
Right. So I'll dismiss the produce flame, which I hold in my hand, and start climbing the rock.
Yeah. See on the side of the mountain as well, there is a significant drop to the side. Roll me a dexterity check.
Mhm. Ah,
You start to work your way up, and you think you found a good grip on a rock above you, and you put your weight into it, and it just gives way. And your hand just slides off it, and with that, you tumble just about 3 foot down. It's only you only just stumbled.
Hmm.
Not too bad. No injury to yourself. But
Right. I say out to these guys, this is very much scalable. I just have to be more adept at this. Also, I figure at this point, instead of doing this just above my kind of melted path, right? I do want to make use of whatever snow is there now, in case I fall from a higher height. So I just shuffle over about 10 feet. I invite the other, high dexterity people, like Twin, to come over with me and take a crack at this.
Do you want a rope, maybe, or something?
I have a rope.
Okay.
Once I'm up there, I can help you all by throwing it down. But for now, let's do this bear.
So,
okay, we're gonna take another crack at it.
If you want to go again, roll me once more another dexterity check. This time, you get a little bit further up. So you've gone up about 15, 20 foot so far. Roll me another dexterity, please.
Okay. Oh, for God's sake.
You feel a little bit more confident now, having got up that first bit where you once slipped before. And you see a small handhold just above, but just slightly out of reach. And with that little renewed confidence in you, you look down at the others, give them a cheery grin, and you launch yourself forward towards it, reaching your hand out for the handhold, only to completely miss it and come plummeting down 30 foot. Into the snow, at least. But you will take a little bit of damage. You will take just 7 points of damage just from that fall. You landed a little bit bad.
All right. You hear Hezekiah call out from a little, crater in the snow. Twin Edge, anyone else who's fast and nimble? Jasper, want to come try this?
Why don't you just transform?
I want to save that for later. Besides,
Someone might be dying up there.
Yeah, I'll try and get up. My little cat abilities. See if I can manage to get up higher.
Yeah. So you move up and roll a dexterity check for me, please.
Yeah, where am I moving up to? Where Hezekiah is?
Wherever you would like to. What you'll notice is that the snowfall here has given you a bit of a height advantage over the area down here. So it's only sort of 60 foot to get up.
Okay.
This. So. With a 14, okay, so you make it up. Seeing what Hezekiah had done previously, you took note of the handholds he'd used to that point, and you nimbly move yourself up the rock face. Roll me once more, please.
Yep.
The next 20 foot of your ascent now, you shimmy across a little bit, moving up, finding a little crack and crevice and running down the edge of the mountain, and you start to climb your way up that, just hands inside it, just pulling your way up. And give me one last one just to get to the ledge.
Yep.
You can see it's just sort of 20 foot away from you at this point. You start to judge where you are a little bit better, and you're taking a little bit cautiously, and you slow down a little bit. But you do manage to get to the top without issue.
Yep.
You find,
Cold was getting to me.
about here now. What you see around you is an area above. So you can see that the mountain does sort of stretch up. The mountain just goes.
Oh, okay.
And there's another sort of ledge up above, sort of 20 foot up. Looks like there is a fallen or broken, gnarled old tree hanging right here. And curled around that tree is a few ropes. And hanging off that rope below is a figure which is hung upside down with the rope snagged around their leg. And they're just gently sort of swaying in the wind. It looks like they're not quite close enough to the wall to get a hold of it.
Is that a badger?
It's a mysterious, shadowy figure at the moment. You don't know who it is.
Okay. I'll go investigate the person I see hanging, and then shout down to everyone else saying the mountain keeps on going up, but I see a figure. I'm going to investigate who it is.
Okay. Can you put a rope, maybe?
Oh yeah, do I have a rope? I think I've got a rope in my inventory, which I do. I will throw down my 50-foot hemp rope.
Throw it down. Are you anchoring it to anything, or are you just throwing the rope?
Yes, I'm going to do a snow anchor.
There we go. So you sit and you carve out a sort of horseshoe shape, loop the rope around, and toss it over the side.
Okay. If I see the rope, I will try climbing up with it.
You make it up without issue as well. Now that the rope is there, you won't have any problems climbing up. Dangling.
Come on up, guys.
Yeah. Okay. I will struggle.
How about you? Going up as well? Or are you staying there?
Rob said he'd be right back.
Okay. We'll assume he's up there as well. So yeah, it's about 20 foot above you. You see this figure just hanging there. Slowly rotates around until they're facing you, and Ben, can you tell them what they can see?
They will see hang upside down. Between 5 and 6 foot, ashen green skin, and probably make out a kind of like an tortoise shell coloured dome. Some cloth hanging around, dangling down. You might be able to make out some symbols on said cloth. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna poke it to see if it's alive.
That's horrible.
He is about 20 foot up above.
Also, if it was crying, then we definitely know it's alive. So poking it might not be necessary.
What if it wasn't this? What if it wasn't this that was crying? What if this is? This is.
Just ask it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, Car's name be blessed. Oh, you hadn't abandoned me. Oh, please, I got stuck.
Yes, we will attempt to release you as soon as we figure out how.
Why don't you just shoot an arrow at the rope?
Yes. Now, do we want to catch this individual? They seem heavier than I could bear. Romak, are you here?
Yes, of course. Standing ready. What do you need?
Will someone to shoot the rope and release this person? They're 20 feet up. That might injure if they land on their neck. Would you be comfortable trying to catch them? You and Twin Edge.
Woody, can I see where the rope is tied to?
It doesn't look tied. It kind of looks like it's fallen upon this log a little bit and looped around some bits of wood.
Okay.
It's just a very unfortunate accident, it seems, rather than something that's been timed.
Can I try and climb the log?
It is above you, so you'd need to go up 20 foot to be able to get to it.
Just hold still. Hold still. We're gonna get you down.
Actually, is the spot below them snow? Because in that case, might not need anyone to catch you.
There is snow and rock below. It's also very much harder at this point, rather than the loose snow from the last bit.
Got it. Okay. So, Roma, get in position.
Working with Twin Edge, yes?
Yeah, you both catch him.
He just climbed up there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to duck out for 5 minutes. Can somebody just briefly recap me from the point at which Hezekiah was at the top of the hill? I'm sorry, I came back just as we found this upside down figure.
Yeah. Twin Edge got up there, then let a rope down, so we all, except Jasper, I guess, followed him up there. Then this person is not tied, but stuck with a rope around their leg, upside down off a branch about 20 feet up from us. So Twin Edge is starting to climb the tree with the idea of cutting the rope, I imagine, to drop this guy. Now, as this guy will be dropping headfirst onto some rocks and some harder snow, I think it would make sense for someone to try to catch him. And you are the only strong person around. So.
We've got this team.
Yep.
Do our best. Thank you.
Who's firing the arrow?
Wait, I thought you climbed up the tree to cut the rope.
Yeah, that works.
I didn't. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know if I did or not because I didn't roll any.
You can climb the rock to get up to the tree, but
Okay.
you need to take
Yeah. So I'll do. Do you want me to roll a dexterity? Sorry, you cut out.
If you're going up there, roll a dex check for me, please.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you did before, you managed to find all the perfect spots to find that leverage to pull yourself up. You get up to that little ledge area where the tree is, and you can work your way to
So
where
I'm
the rope
gonna. I'll shimmy across to where the rope is and start like slicing the threads with my katana.
Mhm.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
And
Watch
then
it as
shout
the
down.
rope.
Yeah.
They start to fray and break, and it's
As-
just about to go. Got probably one more to go, and then it will be through.
As it
So
starts to
just
like
as I
go,
yeah,
like
go
he starts pulling himself back into his shell. Like you can kind of see it's about to go. He's like, oh,
as the last thread starts to fray, I shout down to Romok to prepare himself to catch him.
What is this I'm catching? It looks like a rock.
Just catch it.
And with that, the rope snaps. The last bit of rope snaps, and the figure plummets down towards you, Romok. Give me a. Let's see, what would it?
how much can Rama carry?
A dexterity. Yeah, dexterity.
Oh, why did you have to make it dexterity? Why can't it be strength?
Yeah, he's gonna catch it, not dodge him, right?
You catch
No,
him. Yeah. You actually, yeah. Let's say strength. Let's see if you can just withstand the force of him dropping into you.
Sure. Is this a saving throw, I should ask, or is it a particular skill you want from me?
No, it could be a save. It's fine.
Okay. 17.
And with that, he falls directly onto you. You manage to prepare yourself completely perfect, like far enough apart to take the brunt of this force and go collapse down onto your back. And you manage to bring it down gently enough for it not to be a hard for him.
I think under the weight, I'll probably just descend into the snow. And just cushion the landing as best I can, and just, like catching a kind of a game ball, just try and kind of huddle around him as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
God, what is this? Hello? I'm assuming, has he just completely withdrawn inside the shell?
Yeah. So as you kind of saying hello, you probably see him like poking his head out and going back. Oh, blessings of Car upon you. Oh, I've been there for.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know how long I've been there
With
for.
the reference to Karth, would I know who Karth is?
Car.
Karth,
Be
sorry.
a religion check.
Not great. Not the most intelligent, but I'd hope his religion would give him some backing.
There's aspects of it which do resonate in your head, but you cannot connect them in any way.
Sure. Are you okay? What the devil happened to get up there?
Oh, I was following Car's will and travelling to where I'm needed, and yeah,
Sorry, who are you following? Is
Oh.
that a person?
Oh, you've not heard of Car?
No, we've got a cart. If you're following a cart.
Oh, not a cart, my man. It's Father Earth. Have you not heard of the teaching of Car?
No, not really religious type me.
No, I'm.
But
And Robert looks a little bit sheepish, but not my temple. Although my god and I don't exactly seem to be on speaking terms currently.
I have to admit, I am a bit of a man of a religion, but I've never heard of Ka either.
so many peoples this side of the Great Car, and hardly any of you have heard of him. You stand upon his very presence. I mean, the land below you is Car.
We're not from these parts, we'll be honest. So you're saying Car is a big rock?
Oh, Car is all around. He is the earth. He is the preserver of life, the carer of death. He is the great cycle.
Right.
Are you from not around here, good sir?
No, I'm on a pilgrimage. I come from how do you say Saramok?
Saramog.
Saramok.
And your name, good sir?
I'm Keck, brother Keck. I apologize. I should have mentioned sooner. And you are?
I am Hezekiah.
Hezekiah. Nice to meet you. And the rest of you. My funny to say, my captor.
Captor?
Yes, the one who catched me.
Oh, right,
That's what I'm
right.
talking about.
I think he's on about you.
My name is Romok.
Romok. And you, the short, inquisitive one? Who
Um,
asks questions?
Lachlan is the name.
Lachlan.
Yep.
And what about that furry fellow up there?
Sorry, forgot I had a mute. I'm Twin.
Twin. Oh, interesting. Well, I thank you for finding me. I mean, how did you find me? I've been here for what feels like days.
Days? Are you not hungry?
Well, Car provides.
Sorry, who
Has
is exactly?
But well, you're not. He's Father Earth. He is the giver of life. The
Robok? I don't think we get much further.
I understand, and kind of the scales start to kind of fall away from Romok's eyes, and it starts to kind of put the pieces together that this is not a physical person. This is much more of a spiritual presence. And even in his trepidation around his own faith, he recognizes the faith of someone else. You are a person of faith, it would seem.
very much so. I've spent many years in the teachings of Ka. I mean, if we all have chance after we get out of here, I mean, it's mighty cold, and I mean, and you can kind of see he's not really wearing a great deal. He's kind of got little rags that have been stitched onto and around him. Not very well prepared for this kind of scenario.
How long have you been out here? And where exactly are you heading?
I'm heading to where I'm needed. I acquired this artifact from a fellow back in Oscan pronunciation, and he told me it would take me to where I'm needed. And kind of as he says that, he pulls out this orb.
Do we recognize this orb? Does it have any signs on it? Any sigils?
So you look at it, and
What does it look like?
it literally is like this glass orb, but very sort of misted up inside. There's little flecks of light just drifting through it, almost like a snow globe. But
How beautiful.
you're not really that familiar with the item itself. You're not really like that personally.
Romic holds out a large hand. May I?
Oh, yes, by all means, yes.
Robert, do you want?
I was going to turn it over in his hands.
Do you want me to? Maybe.
Roll a dex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who? Sorry, me or
You,
Lachlan?
you roll.
You're gonna drop it.
Oh no. Oh, sorry. That's a save, but
Okay, yeah, fine.
Careful
it
now.
Remains in your hand.
kind of in
Much
sort of
like a
taking
snow
it
globe,
from
yeah.
Keck. Sorry, Karen.
Much like a snow globe, when you move it, the inside elements do sort of shift in that sort of way that you would see in a snow globe when you turn it. It kind of sort of almost stays in place, but still moving a little bit.
That is intriguing. And kind of subtly, but as subtle as Romot can be, kind of beckons for Locke to join him and kind of just holds it out in front of him.
Right, you hold it still. Let's speed this up, shall we? I will use my once per rest thing to mean I can cast it speed mode. I can't remember what it's called. But I will identify it. I'll hold my hand on it for a minute, and it should tell me
Okay.
which one.
You cast Identify on it, and what did you say it was referred to? Kit?
It's an orb of direction, so it literally just points north.
When you cast Identify,
Comfort.
you reveal it to be just a glass orb. It seems to have kind of a water and milk inside, and little specks of cut up colour paper. But that's all it seems to be.
Right, Brother Keck, was it?
Yes, Lachlan, wasn't it?
Yeah. You just following this wherever it said to go.
Well, yes. The man I purchased it from in Oscan said it would take me to exactly where I need to be.
Right, well, this is a compass.
Compass. It's been blessed by Car though. The man told me so.
Who was this man?
He's about yay high. Lots of black.
How do I
didn't
know
really show
how
much of
big
his face.
Yay
About 5'4", I don't know. Yay high.
Yeah, was that a tall yay high or a small yay high?
He
Right.
judges at a mid-distance.
Okay, and this was in Oscan, right?
Yes.
We were there not too long ago, right?
Indeed.
I mean, it's
yeah.
It's mighty cold. I mean, you did say you've got a cart. Could maybe we could find somewhere a bit warmer to carry on this discussion?
There's a
Ah,
car.
yeah.
I can
Let's,
feel my
wait,
shell
wait.
shaking off.
let us descend back down the cliff and head back to our carts.
There's a car. Just warm him up.
What? No, not like that. Come on. Also, Hezekiah pops out 10 good berries, offers one to Keck, says, Here, one of the many things that Ka provides. This will give you all the nutrition and hydration you need for a whole day.
Ooh, this is quite intriguing. I mean, I can do something similar, and you kind of see Keck wave his hands, and do I really want to burn that now, just to be an example? Yeah, why not? He casts create food and water.
No, that's handy.
We can put the berries in the food.
I mean, I can do something similar. I can get plenty for all, but maybe we can eat it in the cart.
When you cast this magic, brother, is there any visual elements to your magic that everyone can see when it happens, or is it just something happens?
You'd probably see elements from around him, like bits of the snow probably drifted up and formed into the water. Nutrients from the earth came out and formed a small cube of something that looks edible. It kind of draws more so from the earth, but it's not druidic. It's probably more voodoo-ish than anything.
Our character, you are a cleric, I imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I don't know if I can put a little bit of a spin on it in that kind of respect because of my domain.
Right.
I'd like to insight check to see if Brother Kick has ulterior motives for wanting to go to the cart. You know, he seems to be a bit pushy for my liking.
Yes, a person who's been stuck upside down in a blizzard for 3 days is pushy about wanting to get to cover.
He might be. He could be pretending.
Oh yeah,
rolling inside check for me.
My character does not trust anyone. Okay.
Well, you
leave it to any of you.
How would he take in what you were saying, Brother Keck?
He's completely truthful. He is absolutely freezing his nads off and wants to try and get to the nearest fire as possible. He is literally wearing scraps of cloth. He hasn't got any proper outdoor wear, and he's been hanging from a tree for a couple of days, literally, probably getting near to expiration at this point, being embraced in car and not being around for much longer.
Right, come on in. Let's get into the car, and we'll get you warmed up. We've got some blankets and whatnot. We'll get you wrapped up.
Oh, blessings of car upon you.
Don't need no blessings.
So, are you going to make your way back down the rope, or are you for any other way down?
Yep, the rope method.
Would I know the other way down?
Well, don't know how you got up here.
you came from above,
Ah.
so everything was on the way down for you. Everyone else seems to be taking the rope for now, but I mean, if you want, you can. It looks like there's some maybe not quite as steep areas of rock to the north, just here. It's up to you. You can follow them on the rope, or go your own way just down the rock face.
I think Keck would probably follow them directly because he has no clue what's up there, and he is cold.
Mm-hmm.
He is not used to this climate.
You all start to make your way down the rope. Since you have been at the mercy of the elements for a while and been upside down, just roll me a dexterity check. as well, please, Keck.
Fall off and die.
Okay, dexterity check.
Oh, let's go forever.
This ain't gonna be good.
So watching everyone, are you going to be the last to go? Or
No,
you
we
go-
won't let him be last.
What order would you have liked to have gone down then? Let's establish that first.
Alright, I'll go down.
Hezekiah was early on to say, wasn't he?
I've jumped down last.
Wait, is your rope path wrong?
I'll go down next.
I mean, Keck would follow
I'll follow.
unless Romak's gonna go first.
By the way,
No,
Keck,
no, I'll-
back up. Keck, I don't mean to be offensive, but your food and water is much more impressive than my good berries. However, I don't think we want to carry 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water down here.
It's fine. It will return to car.
Good for it. I'll pocket the good berries.
I mean, waste not, want not. I mean, take what you want for now. It's good for 24 hours.
I mean, the food is doable, right? But 30 gallons of water is like 120 pounds, I think, of water. Or no, 120 kilograms of water. Yeah, so
You have no way to decant it into anything else you've got, so you would have to carry the container it appeared in, which is just an open large jug.
Stay in there.
No. I think as Romot will kind of descend the hill with Keck, and as doing so, we'll just kind of inquire about his faith. Tell me about your god. What exactly do they stand for?
Oh, Kar is Father Earth. He brings life. He is the soil beneath us, the roots of the forest.
So, as you were saying all this, Romak was holding the rope out for you, and you turn to him to give him your answer and reach for the rope, and you just miss it. You miss it, and you're continuing to step forward at that point as well, and you just tumble off. You-
Probably seeing that. Can I kind of try and withdraw
Can
at
I,
the
can I
same
try
time?
and catch him? Or is he just
Certainly
gone?
try. You can certainly try. Yeah. Roll me a catch. It's gonna be another dex, isn't it? If you're quick enough.
Not this time.
You go to grab him, and you grab his scarf. Grab hold of his scarf, and he just goes off the edge. But he manages to catch on the scarf for a moment. But all it does is it turns him. He spins in the air, as he goes, leaving you holding the scarf.
I think holding the scarf, I just gotta say to myself more than anyone else, another god protecting its flock.
And there's a thump below as Keck impact the ground.
I go to the edge. You okay down there?
Kind of learning his lesson from the avalanche. He kind of like tries to withdraw as he's falling. I don't know how far he'd get in at the time, but to minimise damage.
I rolled really badly on that, so you only take 10 points of damage. You manage to land in a very soft bit of snow and on your shell, so you were shielded from a lot of the damage.
I'm okay. Car is great. Car is generous today.
Look,
we have all witnessed some of this generosity earlier, and Hezekiah points to the Hezekiah-shaped crater just a little bit over. Helps Keck up. Our cart is just this way. Let us clear the ground for the other two to descend.
So as Hezekiah is saying that, and Romok and Twin are making their way down, Hezekiah starts to clear away some of the snow with his final orb once again. And you notice there's a lot of steam rising up. Not just from here, around Hezekiah, but just to the north as well. Suddenly there's a lot of steam just coming out of the snow. And it's getting closer. Closer.
No.
Quickly, you two, get down now, and the rest of us, let us clear off of this patch of snow.
As you say that and you start to move, you notice the snow beneath you starts to shake and break apart. And suddenly, erupting from you, right beneath your feet, a huge, long serpentine-type creature rises up out of the ground. Its long body curls in the air for a moment, pointing straight up before it curls back down, and these big, round, black eyes seem to lock onto all of you. Its head twitching back and forward, taking in everything, and its neck just opens up, and this big frill canopies open and starts to shake. If you could all please roll me initiative.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Boom. First roll, first character of this campaign, and it's a 20.
You got 19.8 apparently. What?
19.8 you got, mate. Not 20.
I rolled a 20
I
on
also
a
have
negative one.
in my Friday game, I'm also a cleric with a -1 dexterity, so I know the pain.
How can you have a negative 0.92 initiative?
Because I've got dexterity break
you have
turned
an
on.
8 dexterity, right? So the 8 dexterity gives you a -1 modifier, and if you add your dex like as a 100th of its score, right, you get the plus 0.08 from having 8 dexterity.
Yeah, so basically if we both rolled 19, it would take the break and do the calculation for you, put it in the right order.
Right. Okay. Confusing.
Oh, there goes the turn order.
There it does go. Come back over. Okay.
Who's missing? Oh, Lachlan, you're not in yet.
I did it.
Didn't click your token.
I did.
Nice.
I did.
Okay. So what happens is basically jets of steam just suddenly erupt from the snow around you as it's breaking open. You feel yourselves getting pushed back. Luckily, you managed to move just in time before it erupted. But all this steam is just spewing out of the snow, and this creature erupts out of it. Along its back, these glowing spines, and it's got these small little legs which are just pulling it along. And it's just this nasty blue scaly body, but it's also incredibly tall. This is a gigantic creature, which is now towering up above you. Brother Keck, how would you like to start things off?
Oh my. I mean, based on how it happened and how it is, any movement's going to be opportunity attack, I'm assuming, or is there any kind of give or take with the first bit because he's just erupted through?
You won't know. You attempt to move.
Okay.
For better judgment, brother.
I'll try to remember what I can do now. So, okay. Let's go with the facts. I'm going to try and move away probably a similar different distance to Lachlan. Take the chance.
So as you go to move, it does instantly snap its head in your direction and lunge out with natural 20. So yeah, 31 to hit.
Oh, he's dead already.
Wow.
I'll provide
Okay,
some context.
that's a bad start.
Natural
Okay.
20 for me, and natural 20 on the first thing on me as well.
Hang on. Let me just make sure I get.
We're doing max damage, right?
Say 34 points of damage immediately. And yours snap down on you.
Okay.
Obviously, everything you're also realizing, everybody who's next to it, is it feels very hot, this creature, which is unusual.
Okay. So after taking that, then we'll go with.
So that's sorry, that's piercing damage. Oh, I beg your pardon. There's no fire damage to add to this.
Oh, fucking hell.
Another 17 points of fire damage.
17.
17.
Ouch. Okay, yeah. I said Keck was cold. He's pretty much on his knees now. Is there anything else?
Yeah. That's all it-
Okay, so an opportunity attack pretty much just killed me. It's kind of taking that and wheeling around in a very kind of panting breath. We're gonna throw a guiding bolt at it.
That was a. I do apologise, everybody. That was a nat 20, and I did not take that into account in that roll.
Oh no. He's
Fucking
already dead.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, at least you can't be too attached to this character, you know. So
Not
You've
yet.
taken. Yeah, hang on. You took.
It doesn't matter what I've took. I'm dead then if that's a crit. I'm not dead, but I'm on death saves already. I've only got 6 health left.
It would have been additional.
yeah, I think you're down.
Basically.
Would anyone like to join the campaign? You're going to die in the first session.
Yeah,
Uh,
initiative and add critical hit to death right away. You live fast, you die young.
It was my
Yeah,
fault for me then, but hey ho.
I've
Okay.
been running headfirst into battle, and I think I've been down once.
You drop.
Yeah.
And you watch as blood just sprays out around him. And as soon as it touches the ground and the area immediately around this creature, you watch as the blood sizzles. Just from the proximity from the creature.
Leave for your life.
Oh, can I retro summit? I've got Sense Not Death's Doors. As a reaction, when you or a creature you can see within 30 foot suffers a critical hit, you can turn the hit into a normal hit. Any effects triggered by that hit are cancelled. You can use this feature 4 times per long rest. So I'm still up to 6 life.
That count for yourself.
Yes,
Well, lucky
when you
you.
or a creature you can see within 30 foot.
Bloody
Okay.
useful.
In that case, still up. Just
6
a normal
health.
hit. So critical damage. You're left with 6 health. And you do manage to get away. So wherever you want to move yourself, hobble away.
Run.
The car's this way, right? No, so what I said before with the guiding bolt on it. Kind of taking that massive hit. So that was a 19 with the guiding bolt I rolled before.
A 19, that is a hit.
Woohoo!
Roll
20 radiant damage. And it is now, the next attack on it will be at advantage until the end of my next turn. Only one attack though. And it's emitting dim light.
So as you cast this guiding bolt onto it, you will watch as this hits the creature, and as soon as it does, these little areas upon its body suddenly sort of glow slightly, and you'll recognize these look like good points to make an attack. Okay, next up, Twin.
Okay, so as I saw the areas light up, I jump into action and unsheath both my swords and just charge straight at it.
Mm-hmm.
So first attack.
First attack is a miss, I'm afraid.
Miss. Okay, then on the return with my second.
It's a hit.
Okay. So I do 10 piercing damage on that one. And then on the return is a crit. There we go.
Okay. So how we do crits as well, Ben, just so you know, is when you get a crit, you will get the maximum damage plus whatever you then roll. So
Cool, yeah.
What the hell? Oh, okay. It's only one-handed, so it'll be a 5. I don't know. I don't get what that means. It's only one-handed damage, though. So is it 9 and 5?
So it's 1d8, isn't it? So it's 8.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say though?
Yeah. Longsword is. Where is it? Where's my longsword? Yeah. So 1d8 plus 4.
Okay, so it would be another 12 on top. Yeah. Okay. So you deal a decent little blow to it. Straight into one of the spots where you saw it's prime and ready for an attack against it. And you dig your sword in and you watch as it just sort of erupts out this sort of steam and sort of spitting the little essence of embers sort of almost coming out of it. What you will also realize as soon as you make those contacts is you are going to take fire damage as soon as you break it and make contact with its skin. So you
okay.
7 points of fire damage.
Ooh, oh, jeez. Okay. So I will shout that to Romok, knowing that he's going to do the same and attack it with his sword. So I'll let him know that when you pierce the skin, there's just so much heat from inside it burns you.
How can we get close to it? I just shout back.
Was there anything else you want to talk to him?
As that damage, no. I'm going to see if there is anything else I can do, but I don't think so. I've already done my bonus. No. So nothing further. After that burn, it sort of shook me. I didn't think that was actually gonna. Oh, my damage hasn't happened. 2 seconds. It was 7, wasn't it? You said.
7 points, yeah.
7 points, yeah. Yeah. So as I took that amount of damage, I was a bit shook, and it's sort of thrown me off. So my turn ends.
Hezekiah.
Can I do a nature check and see if I have an understanding of this creature? My background kind of making me particularly attuned to monstrosities and aberrations.
Mm-hmm. This is a monstrosity. It's not one you're massively familiar with. You know that it is a creature that specifically likes to burrow into the snow and ice, keeping itself warm by its internal raging internal fires. But other than that, you don't know much else. You know it's called a Remoras.
Uh-huh. Do I know of its immunities?
You know that it is immune to cold and fire.
Right. Okay.
That'll be the absolute extent of your knowledge.
Okay. I call out to these guys that careful, this creature, the Remoras, it's incredibly dangerous, but the fire inside of its body making it resistant to most of the things I can do, and hurting you if you attack it from up close. We need to fight it only while raged. I suggest everyone back away from it. Okay. Saying that, I will back away from it, and use my most infamous spell. You guys know what's coming.
No.
I know what's coming. But what is it going to be?
Oh god.
I choose the where is it? Oh god, there's so many options. The CR 1/4 creatures, 8 of them, but you, Woody, get to pick which of those creatures actually come up.
Oh, okay. Is there a list of those?
Yeah. Let me just post just below this gigantic list, a specific list of the CR 1/4 creatures.
Oh, okay. You get 8. I'm going to say they're going to be wolves because you're in an Arctic place, and a bunch of these sort of Arctic wolves are going to appear. Giant.
Yeah, elk also would fit in this kind of place.
Yeah, but I've seen them and I hate them. So, I'll find you a wolf token and we'll chuck you in there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure you have elk PTSD now, huh?
I don't know what you could possibly be talking about. Oh, here you are. They're going to be.
I missed the elk in the recap video.
They were purposefully omitted.
Yeah. His brain is like subsectioned them to forget him.
Where would you like them to go? Let me change this so you can control it, and I'll let you place them.
Okay, sure.
You should be able to move these around. So put them wherever you want.
Mm-hmm. Right. The wolves will not last for long because they have to approach the enemy to attack. Good while we have it.
Well, they
I need to
attack
look
us.
up if these creatures go on their own roll or at the end of my turn.
It will go in your turn, just to keep it.
Okay. 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 Let's have them go now. Okay. So the wolves will come to surround this guy. Okay. Now, I'm doing that because of the pack tactics thing, right? They have advantage on their attack rolls if at least one of the wolves' allies is within 5 feet. Now, all of them. I'm going to have not all of them go. I'm going to leave 2 of them not going, and the rest of them will do their bite with advantage. So, so that's 12 of them, 6 of them attacking. So 12 attack rolls. I'm just going to roll the 1d20 plus 4, 12 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's 12. So between the 15 and the 20 is a critical hit. Oh no, sorry, that's a 20 final roll. Okay, so the 20 is, I'm assuming the 20 hits?
only 5 of those hit. I'm just
Okay.
going to double check.
Are you going to grouping them into twos though, like so that like the higher of the two goes? I mean,
Definitely 5.
it's a 20,
Sorry,
a 16,
I
a
get a feel
17.
drink while you do this.
Yeah, so it comes out as a 20, a 16, a 17, a 22, a 22, and a 16. I mean, and a 20.
So all of those higher ones are definitely going to hit. The others, unfortunately, don't make contact.
Right. Well, so I rolled 12 times because they have advantage, right? So it's 6 attacks. Just you take the higher of each set of 2 of them.
Sorry. Okay, sorry, I totally overlooked that. 1.
So I guess does 16 or higher hit us?
It's more than 16, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So it's now only 4 those.
All right. So that's 4 hits. So 1. All right. So that's 16 and 32 piercing damage. And
Now. Yeah, sorry, go on.
okay, and so that'll be the 6 of its counterattacks, right? The heated, the internal fire.
Yes. Now that is then going to take damage. All of those will take 14 points of fire damage.
14. Okay, so that is all 6 of the ones which attack die.
Yes. As soon as they make contact, they immediately get burned.
Okay, that's why I left 2 of them alive. That's the end of my turn. I guess I'll back away just a little bit more. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. The lock, you are up.
I'll quickly shout over to Hezekiah and say, if I hit these walls, well, what's left of them, are they going to hit back?
Hit back at you?
Yeah.
I mean, do what you have to do.
Okay. I am going to use a new spell, and I'm going to smutter my hands together, and then bring down water from the sky, and I'm going to cast a ice storm on top of it. And
Very
maybe the
nice.
wall at the back.
By the way, just so everyone knows, these animals which are conjured, they're not like biological animals. They're, fae who are just taking a vacation from whatever they normally do to come hang out in our realm.
Hang out for a millisecond. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it kind of on the back, I guess. Maybe I can spare this single wolf up here if I target it right.
How big is the ice storm?
It is a 20-foot.
Oh, hold on a second. Lachlan, didn't you hear when I called out earlier that it's resistant to, or immune to cold and fire?
No.
That's why I didn't do all my fire stuff.
Well, it still does bludgeoning damage, so it's okay.
Okay.
Some of it. And it turns into difficult terrain, so... Where can I... Yeah, I'll just do it here, I guess. If we're doing a cube, but circle.
Yep, okay, go ahead.
So it needs to make a dex saving throw.
Dex save, okay.
And then also the wolf as well.
He is terrible. I'm going to guess an 8 did not succeed.
No, so it's full damage, yeah?
And the wolf's got a 10 and an 18.
Oh, it's just the one wolf.
Okay, just the 10.
Well, yeah, that's a goner.
Yep. Which wolf? Right or left?
Left. Okay, so it's 12 bludgeoning damage, and then 12... Yeah, 12 cold. Is that halved, or just none?
It's immune.
As you watch the ice storm take place, you've never seen this conjured before. It's the first time you cast it, but you expected it to do more damage, but it seems to have done only a little bit as some of these ice shards come thundering down, slamming into it. You watch as it's taking the impact and buckling slightly as they hit, but it seems to just shake off.
But I have made it difficult terrain where it landed, though. Cool. I am going to run away. I'll say, guys, maybe get it into open ground.
It's like this. Difficult terrain.
Yeah, I guess. Bit bigger, but yeah. Alright, that'll be my go.
Would you mind drawing it on there?
Already doing it. I think it was that, wasn't it?
Yeah, but a cylinder, but I mean, it's still squares, isn't it?
So yeah, there's ice shards all around this area.
That's only until the end of my next turn.
Okay. It's now the Remoa's turn. And what he's going to do, he is going to just drop my screen. Totally lost my. He is going to take a bite attack towards Romok.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very lucky. Rolled incredibly. 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
So you watch, rears back slightly before lunging forward, its jaws open, and you pull back just in time as the jaws snap shut in front of you. That's all it can do. Yeah, it can't. Yeah, one action on this guy. Okay. It's you just watch as its body just sort of coils slightly, very snake-like. You watch these little legs also just sort of clicking and shifting. But it's staying in place for now. Romok, it is now your turn.
Okay, kind of having dodged the attack, kind of poised in the snow, is cast a glance over to Hezekiah. Did I hear you say rage? And Romok's eyes flare with a kind of unnatural glow. His muscles begin to bulge and writhe beneath the skin, and kind of his face kind of contorts in a bit of a snarl, and Romok rages. So let me just turn that on. There. Okay. So Romok is raging, and as a result of that, he will, like, the only thing I'm good at is attacking close, and I'll grip my sword and I'll take 2 reckless attacks against the creature with Astrofall.
Absolutely, go for it. Reckless as well. Brilliant.
Reckless. 25 to hit on the first one.
Hit.
That damage come through.
Only the rage damage.
Oh, that's what he's doing, the weird thing again. for whatever reason, it's not porting my damage through.
What did you get?
Hold on. Try again.
No.
That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Right, 2d6. Bear with. So 6 plus 5, 11 plus the rage damage, 13.
Yeah.
And then second hit coming through. That's a natural 20.
There it is.
There's
Yeah.
yay! And I will pump a divine smite into that as well.
Oh,
Okay.
big numbers.
So that is
Oh,
that's
go on.
4d. So that's 4d6. Oh no, sorry, that's max damage. So 12. No, sorry, 24 plus 5, 29 plus 2 for the rage, 31. Is that right?
What's your final number?
Is that right? So 4d6. So max damage would be 31. And then
Yeah, and
throwing
then you
in
roll
the smite.
again.
And then roll. Yeah, so that's the first. And then roll again. Is that coming through or not? No, it's not, is
No.
it?
No.
Sorry, am I rolling... Because typically I do 2d6. Am I rolling the 2d6 or the 4d6?
You just roll it as if it was a normal attack. You just roll in, and that's getting
Right,
added.
so it's max damage on the normal attack, which, okay, in which case would be 20, there, no, 2d6, 12 plus 5, 17, 19, not 31, forget that. So 19 on the first part of that, and then rolling 2d6.
Only 19.
No, that,
What
Hold on,
level
2D
smite did you do?
no, this isn't the smite, this is the basic damage.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise you weren't including that.
Yeah, no, I did it as the whole max 4d6, which it isn't. It's max on the 2d6, and then I roll the second d6. Is that right?
It's crit, so it's everything that would be on the dice.
Yeah, just roll normal damage and then work out what your max damage can be and add them together.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, so that's rolled. So 2d6 plus... So, 9 plus 5, 14. And then plus the max damage. Which would be 17. So 14 plus 17. And then the smite's going to come through as well. I don't know if I can actually find smite.
So it's 31 before you get your smite.
So it is 31. I was right. Okay. And then an extra 2d8, which is 6. 4 and a 2.
37 damage altogether.
Is the smite doubled with
Yep.
the crit?
If it's
So
a
So
roll
it'd be, it would be
number,
12.
roll it.
Oh yeah, so it'd be an extra. So it'd be an extra 16 plus the roll, which is 6.
Okay. So a massive amount of damage. You watch as Roma hits it first. You watch as it recoils slightly. A little bit of blood spurting out, and which is splattering against you as well, Roma. As soon as you've made contact, you are getting this. You're going to be getting burns as well. In which case, actually, you will take 12 points of fire damage.
12 points.
But then you pull back, lean back with your gigantic sword, just so for your visual as well, Brother Keck, he has got a 6 foot long, doesn't look like he's able to wield it, but for some reason he's able to bring it carving down, and it slices into the side of this creature. You watch as it cuts through some of its neck fin, which is out, and down through, also taking 3 legs as it continues through. All the time it's passing through the body, these little blue motes of light are floating off the blade, and you watch as the blade shudders as it comes to a halt, hits the ground, having travelled through the body. And these little runes light up along it for a second before fading. And you can just feel it just humming in your hand. Is there anything else you want to do, Roy?
No. Bonus action rage, action attack. There's no point me moving because that'll provoke opportunity. Nope, that's it.
It is looking
I don't think I've
really
got any
damaged.
reactions.
It's looking really damaged after that action as well.
Cool.
So back to you, Brother Cack.
So, kind of seeing that and seeing Lachlan making a little bit of a retreat, we're going to take a few more steps back. And then Toll the Dead. Which, if I can get the thing on there. So it's a wisdom save of 15. On a save, he takes half damage.
Yeah, he got 18.
So he takes
Half
10
damage.
damage.
Okay. How does this spell look as well? Is there anything particular about?
So you kind of see Rivakek shield, staff, and he just kind of like taps the staff against his shield, and no one else can hear it, but you kind of see the creature kind of recoiling from the sound.
Does just with its one frill left on, it's just shaking and it's almost creating a rattle. These little bits of snow drop off it before sort of steaming out and disappearing. A few scales sort of shimmering on his body. But there you go. Was there anything else which you wanted to do at all?
No, I think that's all I can do at the minute.
Okay. You move back to Twin.
Okay, so after watching Romok just obliterate it with his sword, I'm going to again just attack it with my swords, knowing I'm going to get burnt, so a little bit more hesitant. I'm just going to get onto the correct screen. Do my usual flurry of blows.
Okay, so the first one is a hit.
So that'll do 6.
Yep. A solid hit. Another hit with your rapier.
So that's another. Come on, freaking potato laptop. Another 6.
You lunge forward, piercing the rapier into its belly. Another good hit.
And then final swipe of the knife.
Another solid hit.
And an 8 on that one.
You watch as Twin just unleashes a flurry of blows into this creature. Scales just ripping off it. Its stomach opening up from each of these slashes. Spurts of this molten blood spraying out. You do take 10 points of fire damage, by the way, Twin.
Okay.
It is shaking. It has got. You can now notice it has a raspy breath which is now coming from it, which is now incredibly pronounced. It's just really struggling it. It's not looking good. It's looking incredibly big now. Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge, and do it all over again. Well, minus one. So I can't do the third one, so I can do 2 more.
Miss, unfortunately.
It's a miss, and it's gonna be a fucking waste of an action surge. 'Cause I'm guessing I'm gonna miss this one as well.
That one's a hit.
Oh, I hit. Hey. And 11. So as I swung down as I missed my longsword, I sort of, while swinging, composed myself a little bit more and thrusted forward with my rapier.
So what happens actually is, instead of missing, you do hit pretty true to where it is, but unfortunately it sort of it turns its head sideways and just lurches forward, and its mouth just closes around the sword, just grabbing it forward to finish its thrust, its swing, just pass between its teeth. And in that moment of opportunity, you pull back. How do you want to finish it?
Hey.
Yeah. So as it grabs my longsword with its mouth, I held on, and I just thrusted the rapier up through its jaw, basically impaling the monster's head on my sword.
You do exactly like that. Held there almost, just staring directly at these boxing hands. You pivot, swing upwards with the rapier, straight through under its jaw, and you feel it go in soft, incredibly hot, incredible heat rushing down your arm as the blood spills out. You'll take another 11 points of damage.
11.
And
I knew I was going to take a lot then.
you just feel rapier slide up, hit the bone, and just pierce. Hear it crack and sizzle. The creature convulses and drops.
What a
Awesome.
twin edge! That was incredible.
It must have been the adrenaline from all the damage, all the heat I was taking off it.
Well, that's one way to put out the fire, isn't it?
Yeah. Fan it out with my blades.
Are there many of those up here?
I do not know if there are many. This is the place to find them. This is the first time I've ever seen such a creature, but truly it is wondrous. A creature with fire in its belly who lurks under snow mounds in the frozen north. Who could have
What did you say it was called again?
the Remorhaz? Remorhaz.
Thank you. I've never heard of a thing like this. Are you alright, Brother Kate?
Yes, we should get everyone into the cart where I can attend to any injuries. There's also a chance to rest as we move up north.
Praise be to Car, I'm still breathing this day, but that was a close one.
Yeah, maybe it was that big falling off the edge that may have, alerted it to its presence,
It's so interesting that even when I tried to burn a path through the snow on top of it, it did not act. I wonder if surely it must have sensed us walking upon it. I've heard that's how they attack, but it held itself until we had a fifth person to bring across before attacking.
Maybe it wasn't.
You do recall watching as the steam travelled from the north towards you.
Oh, so it came underground. It wasn't just lying here the whole time.
No, you watched as it was sort of, steam was just coming out of this direction.
Uh-huh.
While this conversation is happening, Romic is just kind of taking handfuls of fresh snow and just kind of throwing it over his face, just kind of cool down and calm down from the rage.
They're
As
gonna
his
make
muscles
things
just start
worse.
to loosen. What was that, look? Sorry, mate.
It's just gonna make things worse.
Yep. Ice bath.
And Romok, you do notice that Astrophel still has a slight blue glow to it, and there's still little light motes just floating off it.
Okay.
And it's now starting to slowly stop and calm down. It's not humming as much in your hand anymore.
Okay.
So obviously, you said that Romok felt divinity from Keck. I mean, seeing the divine smite and anything, would Keck have got a similar kind of there's divine essence there, or?
Not from anything in the area, no.
Okay.
No, there would be nothing.
Okay.
Right, let's get to that car and let's get out of here before someone else comes.
Right. Back to the car.
Probably gonna say as we're going, Keck's gonna throw a 4th level cure wounds on himself.
Before we get back into the cart as well, is there anything worth noting about the carcass of this? What was it called? A remoraz? Okay. Can you spell that again for me?
REMORHAZ.
Perfect, thank you. Is there anything notable about the carcass? Like what was it we found in the mines? Had like shield-worthy armor plates. Is there anything about this remoraz that we can harvest? Any flesh? Any meat? Anything?
Absolutely. Okay. Well, give me a. You can do a nature check.
Mine's not great, but yeah, I'm just interested as well. Oh, a 0.
0. Off the top of your head, you're not sure what possibly harvest.
I'm
it
enjoying the
looks
ice bath.
It's just as scary still as it did when it was alive. You can see that it is sitting there slowly, just sinking into the snow as it sort of almost falls back in the hole.
As far as I know, Romok, it does not have any particularly hard scales or anything of that sort on it. Its great strength comes from having a fire inside of it and having its outside be so resistant to cold as to be immune to both fire and cold.
Give me another nature check, Hezekiah. Now you're looking at it close without fear in your.
9, so worse than
Looking
before.
at it, you know you'd be able to take some blood from it. It does have segmented exoskeleton, but I mean, with that sort of roll, the most you would think is there's potential for blood.
Okay, I mean, I guess I still have some vials left, right? So I'll try to get, however much fits in one vial.
Okay, so roll me. Let's see. Scavenging pieces.
4 ounces, apparently, is how much a vial holds in this game.
Mm-hmm. How many vials do you have on you, by the way?
10. I bought them back at Bastock.
Perfect. You can do a. I almost want to say medicine. It's going to be either nature or medicine.
Okay.
To
A little bit of medicine, so
let's go
let's
for
try.
medicine. And how well you can dissect
13.
this. Okay. So what you have is you step forward and you can see. Obviously, there are lots of wounds on this creature, and taking. Do you have a blade on you?
A blade, yeah.
Okay, so
silicon.
you have a blade, a blade, and you just start to just open it up slightly in an area where you think would be a good place that might be a vein that would be suitable. And as soon as you do, this thick blood starts to flow out, just oozing out, and it's immediately hot. It's as hot as lava, basically. You are able to collect what you roll. See. You can collect. You can collect five. Yeah, 5 vials. You feel like you could have collected. Yeah, but how dangerous this is to actually collect this without really burning yourself or causing any injury or anything like that.
Right.
You
I
get
figure I'll
five
just collect
vials.
2 vials worth.
Say again, sorry.
I figure I'll just collect 2 vials worth.
You want two? Yeah, you can have two. You can just get two. That's fine. You collect yourself 2 vials of Remora's blood.
Back to the raid.
Okay. You all make your way back down the slope back to the path, and you look around, and there it is. You spot it. Just up ahead, just under the slight overhang. The cart is there, and in the back, sleeping Jasper.
Oh, he hasn't
Uh,
even
you-
moved.
You've brought a
You
child.
settle yourselves in, and you start to rattle off down the path again.
You
Um,
have a child
Now,
with you?
I still have that one remaining wolf for an hour, don't I?
Reminds you of friends departed.
Uh,
No, friend Arlo.
Yeah.
yeah, he's not exactly a child. He's just a very small man. I wouldn't let him he say that, you know.
However, he will dress up as a child if we ever need a child for a kidnapping entrapment kind of scheme. He will do that.
Kidnapping and trafficking, you say?
Ah, yes. It was a nice little scheme we once tried in a town from our homeland.
We were putting a stop to child kidnapping.
Yes, that's why I mean kidnapping entrapment. You see, we're trying to get the kidnappers to come to us, then we beat them up.
Yeah, wasn't clear.
I suppose when you put it like that, it should be okay in the eyes of Kar, as long as your end goal was for a greater good.
Yeah, we save many children and return them to their homes.
Well, that is good to hear. Does anybody need any form of aid after that that ordeal?
I was thinking that those of you who were up front against it, such as Keck, Romak, and Twin Edge, you all should try to grab a little rest on the road. You know, we will. Riding in this cart does allow you to spend an hour just kind of tending to yourselves. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of good. I got put
Got a
into
bit
my
of
blanket.
heat from that thing.
Yeah, I'll probably say Keck's gonna have a short rest on top of his bit of healing he did, but
Yeah, he hasn't been able to sit down for a good while, has he?
no, probably have some of that food he put in his pocket.
let's carry on. We're heading to the nearby town. We're following dangerous people. Is that all right with you, Keck?
Well, not to be rude, but I kind of don't have much choice. You're the first people to have come by this way in some time, and if you don't mind me going along with you for now and reaching Herdorgus, I'd very much appreciate it.
Of course,
Yeah.
we're happy to have you.
Safer in numbers up here, isn't it?
This is no place to be journeying alone.
Exactly.
I mean,
We-
Carr sent you to me, so I'll trust him and go with you
Hmm.
on this way.
I'm gonna lean over to Robok and try and speak to him privately, just under my breath. This car, are they a bit like your lot?
Power is not a name that I've heard before, I'm afraid. I'm intrigued just as much as you are to find out more about this god and this pantheon.
Maybe first things first. We see if anyone else believes in this car, right? Or if it's just this loony bin.
He is certainly an interesting addition to our party.
Well,
I
wouldn't
sense
go
a
out.
strong devotion in him.
Yeah,
I
well,
do wonder what kind of god he serves.
yeah. I mean,
He seems quite the devout.
Yeah, so devout he'll walk in a straight line.
Well,
Maybe
as
we
you say.
try and brainwash him a bit.
Kind of.
I was always told that Jante is the true protector of the land.
Hmm.
But, as you know, I've of late found that difficult.
Yeah.
If there is someone in need of help or questioning of faith, then perhaps I am in a position to do that. I've wrestled with my own faith lately. Perhaps learning about this Kek's god can offer me a new perspective and one to put my own and his into better understandings.
It's a very good way to think about it.
What is faith if it is not questioned?
I don't know. Somewhere to hope that you're not alone in this world.
Ah. That does give some comfort.
Who's driving, by the way?
I would be.
Okay.
So, have you heard about Carr?
Who are you talking to?
Just generally to the cards. You two are whispering and everyone's quiet.
Are you talking to us?
I'm talking to all. Anyone who is willing to listen.
How did you first hear about this car?
Oh, Carr is one of our many protectors. Carr is of the
One
earth.
of many. There's other ones?
Yes, there is. Let me just remember the name.
Whoa.
As kind of calls out from up front. Now, Kek, you said you were from a distant land. Could you remind us of its name again? I take it Ka is a popular patron in your land.
Yeah, I come from Saramog, and
How do you spell that?
among my people, Saramog is again. Let me get notes. It is
Sarumog.
Saromogue.
You pull out your world map and you try and locate it.
Ah. You've come a long way then.
Indeed.
That's not north though. So. Uh,
I was
Did you-
following the orb, and that took me. where you took
Right.
me.
Yes. Did you just kind of walk until you got the orb? What did you follow before the orb?
Yeah, I wasn't always. As I said, I acquired the orb in Oscan. So my people, we have two main. Have your. You may know it as deities. One is Ka, the Earth, Father Earth, and the other is Khalifa, Mother Ocean. Now,
So in a sense, you do come from the same land as us, the lands of King Eris Tarnfall. Yeah, it's just such a vast realm. I must admit, I know very little about Saramog.
do I know that king? I don't cover that one.
The whole island that we're on the map where Saramog is as well, on the bottom, on the southwest, right, of the continent that we're on.
Mhm.
King Aaron Tarnfall is the king of all of that, except
You
for kind
would
of
be
here in the
would-
Whisper Gaps.
Yeah, you definitely would be aware of the.
Okay. Right. Yes. So my story starts in Saramog. I am a brother of Ka. I've spent many years learning his teachings. As a devout brother of Ka, and on. I need this number. And upon our 14,610th hatch day, we brothers
Okay.
are sent out on a pilgrimage to spread the teachings of Ka, and to aid where we can.
Right. What's a hatch day?
Surely it
The
is.
day I was hatched.
Right.
If my math is correct, then that is what we would call your 40th birthday.
I believe that is accurate. But yes. When we reach our 14,610th hatch day, or 40th birthday, as you know it, we begin a pilgrimage where we can choose our beginnings and our ends. I chose to start from the furthest place away from Saramog, so that I may one day find myself back there at the end of my journey.
And what's the goal of your journey?
To spread the word of Ka, to ensure we leave that little bit more hope in the world before we rejoin Ka in his embrace. I've got something for that as well. Where is it? Sorry, I've got it here. I've lost it.
Right, Keck, take your time. I know things must be a bit blurry right now.
So, one of Car's teachings is, as each step we take, we leave the earth better than how we found it. And many of us believe that is during our journey we help those around, and even if just in the smallest insignificant way we leave a little bit more hope, a little bit more joy, we have achieved Car's blessing in that area, and we continue on and help out where possible. As I say, as long as when we reach the end of our pilgrimage we have left a little bit more hope in the world, we're welcomed back.
Well, it seems you're doing a bit of a good job already. Well, look at the 5 of us. We had never heard of Ka before, and now we have a at least somewhat positive opinion of him.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Neutral or better opinion of him.
Look, how many?
I'm kind of with Locke on this. I think Romok would sense Locke's tension. The gesture
Oh, come on,
kind of
worse than neutral?
bit.
We have a worse than neutral opinion of Ka after all. Okay.
No, but I think in Romok's kind of own coming to terms with his own faith, he's not as susceptible, shall we say. He's not as quick believing.
Mm-hmm. Hezekiah keeps probing a little bit. Now, Keck, when you were able to mitigate that great blow that was about to fall on Twin Edge, I think it was, would I be correct in saying that you are a aficionado of the divide between line and death, master of the grave?
You can call it that. Ka is of the great cycle. He brings life, and he also embraces us at the end in death. So Ka is that cycle, and with that, yes, as you put it, we have some control in both life and death.
Brother
God
Keck.
sounds...
Well, I feel like then you and I should perhaps share quite a bit of theological perspective. My own druidic circle, though the wildfire druids, believe in the natural mitigation of souls between this life and the next, and that the fiery potential within each life is both preserved and dispersed throughout the world, which powers the energy of all living souls. And that this transmigration is wholly natural and appropriate.
Would you say
what?
in life we grow, in death we nourish?
What a brilliant phrase.
This is
Your God sounds different, Brother Keck. And your faith seems unwavering. I won't deny my own faith has been shaken of late, and I have nurtured feelings of skepticism and become a bit of a cynic. However, I will not judge a man his beliefs. Tell me, does your God, your pantheon, offer safety and comfort for those who have strayed?
I was beginning to wonder that myself when I was hanging from that tree. Many years ago, it felt as if Car had saved me and put me on this path. And I spent the next I spent the next 9,000-ish days, or 25 years to you, learning his teachings and preparing myself for this journey, only to almost have it cut short very in the middle of nowhere where no one really... I mean, I've done my best in Gravehaven and Dragonsbane as I travelled. I believe I did
Well,
what I wanted.
we haven't heard of Carl there, so I don't think you did that good of a job.
Or maybe at the time you did not need to hear of him. Car's ways.
Yeah. In your group, how many people are there? Is like where you're from? Does everyone believe in Car and the other one?
Amongst my people, Car and Khalifa are very, very respected. There's the Brotherhood of Car and the Sisterhood of Khalifa. There are many of us who go out on the pilgrimage.
How many's many?
Generations.
Right.
I mean, not many. It is not known how many have actually completed their pilgrimage, or what happened along their travels. We just believe that, well, Car led them to where they were needed.
I see. Well, very you're very devout. I'll give you that.
Well, one must have a reason, and Car gave me that reason, so I do as Car wishes.
Conversations continue. Travel down, heading onwards through destination. Next stop along the way. But we will next. I think we'll give it a call it a night for now. We can pick this up.
We'll have to. You have to get interrogated by Jasper.
It's
We're
alright.
staring behind as the small halfling starts to rouse. But we'll pick that up.
I figured I'd get interrogated, so I tried to get as much as I could prepared. Just get chunks of it there, and got several sheets of notes on my left, which is just kind of like, oh, what was that again? What was that? And it's like, no.
Yeah, very good.
Is it? Remind me. Is it Locke who's got magic somewhere?
Yeah. I mean, I have a magic book.
Yeah. Can you draw a cock and balls on Jasper's face?
No.
Just while he's sleeping, or just some glasses and a mustache.
No.
Oh,
I'll do it if you
spoiled
can
thought.
get that notepad off him. You know?
Oh God! Imagine if we did it now. Didn't tell him next session, right? And just let him go into the next town talking to NPCs with the balls on his face.
Exactly.